Good morning children, how are you all? Hope all you are fine. And for class 5 children, today it is day 15. Yes, already we have completed this lesson like explanation, third lesson, major landforms. Yes, so now today it is a textual reading. All of them take pencil and point the pencil where I am reading. Yes, now first, the earth is made up of land and water. How the earth is made up of children? Earth is made up of land and water. Around 29% of the earth's surface is covered by land and about 71% by water. Yes, so earth is made up of land and water. Okay, 29% of the earth is covered with land and 71% of the earth is covered with water. Next, the surface of the earth is not the same everywhere. Some parts are flat and level, while others are raised. Landforms are natural features of Earth's surface. The major landforms of the Earth are mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts and rivers. Okay, so the land area is not even everywhere. Okay, so there we have some major landforms on the Earth. Yes, so 5 major landforms we have on the Earth, that is mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts and rivers. Okay, first we will read about mountains. Mountains. A mountain is a landform which rises more than 900 meters above the mean sea level. Okay, so sea level will be 900 meters down. In the same way, mountains are also that much height. Okay, so mountains covered around 20% of the total land area of the earth. So mountains, 20% of the land area is covered with mountains. Okay, mountains differ in height and shape. They have very steep slopes. The highest point of a mountain is called peak or summit. Yes, so the highest point of a mountain is called a peak or a summit. Next, mountain peaks are mostly conical in shape. Mountain peaks are mostly conical in shape, which is the highest peak in the world. Mountain peaks are mostly conical in shape, okay, which is the highest peak in the world. Okay, and what is the highest peak in the world, children? Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Okay, if you see here, mountains cover 1/5 of the earth's total land area. Okay, 20% means 1/5 of the total land area, 1/5. Okay, the height and shape of mountains depend on their age. Okay, depending on the age, the mountain's height and shape is will be. Okay, the Himalayas and the Alps are young mountains. They are high and have conical peaks. The Aravallis and the Appalachians are very old mountains. Therefore, they are low and have rounded peaks. Okay, so the Aravallis and the Appalachians are very old mountains. Therefore, they are low and have rounded peaks. Next, several mountains may join together to form chain. So, or range. So, if several mountains are going to join, so that mountains, we call that mountains as chain or a range. Okay. Next, mountains often have a series of parallel ranges which may extend for hundreds of kilometers. The Andes in South America and the Rockies in the North America are two examples. Okay, mountains often have series of parallel ranges which have extended for hundreds of kilometers. The Andes in South America and the Rockies in the North America are two examples for these parallel ranges. Next, importance of mountains. Mountains have a thin soil covered and steep slopes. It is difficult to grow crops here. So on the mountain areas, children, we can't grow the crops because it is not even or it is not flat. Okay, so it is uneven and it is conical in shape. So it is very impossible to grow fields on the mountains. Yes, the mountainous regions are thinly populated. This is due to an unsuitable climate, storage of flat land and difficulty in transportation. Despite this, mountains are very useful to us. Okay, mountains act as a barrier against cold and hot winds. Mountains act as a barrier against cold and hot winds. Rivers originating from mountains provide water for irrigation. Okay, the slopes of mountains have rich pasture lands and valuable forests. Some mountains are rich in minerals. Some mountains are rich in minerals. Next, plateaus. A plateau or tableland is a high land with a flat top. It rises abruptly from the surrounding land. So, what is the plateaus, children? Plateaus are called to be as tableland. Plateaus are also called to be as tableland. It means it is flat. Okay, so there are no slopes in this plateaus. It is flat. So, it has steep slopes. Many rivers and streams flow through plateaus. Okay, so many rivers and streams flow in these plateaus because it is very even, right? So many rivers and streams flow through these plateaus. Some plateaus are very large and extend over hundreds of kilometers. Some plateaus are very large, okay, and extend over hundred of kilometers. The Deccan Plateau in India is an example. Okay, so in India, Deccan Plateau. Okay, in India there is a Deccan Plateau, that is an example. Okay, next, the Tibetan Plateau is the largest and the highest in the world. Okay, so in the world, Tibetan Plateau is the highest and largest plateau in the world. Overall the world, Tibetan Plateau is the highest. Yes, it is surrounded by mountain ranges on all sides. Okay, so these Tibetan Plateau is surrounded with mountain ranges on all sides. Other examples are the Colorado Plateau in North America and the Bolsvian Plateau in South America. So other plateaus are Colorado Plateau in North America and the Bolsvian Plateau in South America. Okay, next. See here, the Colorado River flows through the Colorado Plateau in the USA. See, Colorado is a plateau, right? So, Colorado is a river, one of the river which flows through the Colorado Plateau. Okay, that is in USA. See the picture how it is, how this plateau is. Next, most plateaus are in dry regions and on the leeward side of the mountains. Most plateaus are dry in regions and the leeward side of the mountains. Okay, next, turn the page. Due to high altitudes, the climate is cold and the growing season is short. Due to high altitudes, the climate is cold and the growing season is short. Okay, altitudes means the climatic condition is not is very cold. Okay, so throughout mostly, so that is the reason growing season is short. Next, many plateaus have deep canyons. Many plateaus have deep canyons on their surface. The Grand Canyon is in the Colorado Plateau is an example. Okay, so what is canyons, children? What is canyon? Have any idea? Canyon means a deep valley with steep sides made of rock. So if you see this, these are canyons. Okay, canyons. So these are called to be as canyons. Okay, so many plateaus have deep canyons. So mostly if you see means plateaus having canyons on their surface. The Grand Canyon in the Colorado Plateau is an example. Okay, so this is the example. This is the canyons. Next, importance of plateaus. Plateaus have grasslands on which cattle and sheep are reared. Some plateaus are rich in mineral deposits because it's a rocky hilly state. There are many canyons, right? So there will be a chance of mineral deposits. Okay. So this is about today's class, children. Tomorrow I will be continuing the same. Okay. See you in the next class, children.